last 3 years, our department GPAs have been 3.31, 3.42, and 3.47 as a department, and that's just unheard of.
Hey Lions fans, welcome into another edition of the Coaches Show. We're here this week with our athletic director, Coach Jonathan Estes. So, Coach, thanks for doing this today. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate being here, Vincent. Always enjoy talking about Freed-Hardeman athletics.
Okay. Give us just real quick, like a State of the Union address kind of a thing. For how do you feel about athletics? How are we doing so far this year, and where are we as a whole?
Obviously, we're having another great year. Volleyball has taken some strides over the last few years. We've had a great year in men's soccer. They're playing today, so hopefully they get a win when this is aired. It'll be a final, but just the on-the-field success continues to improve. Cross country is having another strong season. Mm-hmm. Both of our men's and women's golf teams have improved over last year. Our esports program is in year 2 is just really flourishing. More people participating. They're really having a lot of success. So on the field, we're excited about where we're at. Basketball season's just gotten underway. We've got a 5th ranked team and a 6th ranked team preseason. Our men's women's baseball team, tennis, all those are really exciting. Have had exciting falls. So on the field, we're really excited. In the classroom, we just continue to I guess set records and set the bar higher and higher. The last 3 years, our department GPAs have been 3.31, 3.42, and 3.47 as a department, and that's just unheard of in college.
That's the GPA collectively among all student athletes.
Among all student athletes. So we have teams that are 3.6, 3.5, 3.4, and all 15 of our teams had a 3.0 team GPA or higher, which we've done that two times in a row, 2 years in a row. So really, we are exemplifying what it means to be really high-quality athletes, but then also really high-quality students. So we try to take that student-athlete and live out both of those. So, just all around, just really excited about what's going on in athletics right now.
Okay. And then, new developments also announced this week, starting women's flag football in the future. So give us a little bit about that. How do we even start a new team? What goes into that kind of decision?
Well, women's flag football is really growing nationwide at the high school level. This summer, the Tennessee State Athletic Association sanctioned women's flag football at the state level. Mm-hmm. A lot of the teams in Middle Tennessee and Davidson County, Rutherford County, Williamson County already have teams, and now you're starting to see teams pop up in Memphis, and even just north of us in Jackson. There are 5 high school teams that are sponsoring women's flag football. So you just see nationwide, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, all these states that are touching us and close to us have sanctioned flag football programs already at the high school level. And you've seen it start to grow over the last few years at the college level. NAI has had women's flag football for several years as an emerging sport. Mm-hmm. They are sponsoring 35 women's flag football teams this year. And I've seen just even yesterday, I saw Missouri Baptist, who's a former conference team of ours in the American Midwest. They're starting women's flag football next year, in addition to us and several other teams. So women's flag football is just really growing. It's going to be at the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. So I think it's something that's here to stay, and we're really good timing for us to get out ahead of some of that popularity and growth. We had a person already on campus, Jared Clayton, who coached our Buster Bowl teams the last few years, is very passionate about athletics. He's very passionate about football in particular. Mm-hmm. It was a natural marriage, if you will, for us to institute him as our inaugural women's flag football coach, and he's already got it started recruiting and just building. As you mentioned, there's a lot that goes into that, ordering things, starting to put together a schedule, just a lot of logistics. So he's already gotten the ball rolling. We've had several commits already and a lot of visits. So it's something that I think that we're going to hit the ground running next year in our first year with already a really quality team on the field. And
so we're playing games next year. We're starting right away.
It's a spring sport in NAI, so we'll probably do some scrimmages and things like that in the fall. Alabama junior colleges have women's flag football, and they play in the fall. And so we might do some scrimmages and things like that, but we'll be playing games in the 26-27 academic school year.
Okay. And you mentioned some commits, and a lot of the high schools around started. So how's recruiting been? Has that been a challenge? Is it it's going well already? Or?
It's going well, and there are not a lot of schools in Tennessee right now. We and Cumberland University and Milligan are the three schools, and then Jackson State Community College. There's only 4 colleges that have women's flag football in the entire state. So you can get out ahead and you can recruit real hard. There's a lot of people playing right now, and there's a lot of girls that are interested in playing at the next level. So just getting out there. Coach Clayton has been to several events already. He's been to some high schools, making some visits. He's been to some junior college games. He's been to the Tennessee Titans put on a tournament a couple weeks ago, and he was at that, and there was 8 or 10 teams there. And he's just been getting a lot of interest from all the people, but he's doing a great job getting out and recruiting. So it's like any other sport. You got to get out there and start to make those contacts. And it's been a fun process, and it's been really cool to have Coach Clayton come in and just be excited, several times a week about just the strides that are being taken and getting this program growing.
And so what will the play be? Will it be 7-on-7? How many people on the roster? People going to play both ways, both sides of the ball?
Yeah, we're looking at trying to have a 15-person roster here this first year, but eventually we would grow this to 20 to 25 on a roster. That's what the goal is eventually. It's 7-on-7, so a lot of these girls, even if you go down to the high school, they play specific positions, and you have some two-way players, but you've got a situation where you're going to have linebackers and wide receivers and quarterbacks and safeties and all that. So you'll have some people that will overlap a little bit, but initially this first year, probably a little bit more two-way play. But eventually, once we get that roster built out, it's going to be very similar to what you see in any other sport where people are specializing in positions and play that at the high school level and then
come in with that
experience. Exactly.
And then where are we going to play this? What field are we going to borrow or use or build?
We have not finalized where we're going to play games. At some point we're going to build an intramural complex. That's a couple years down the road, so there's some thought to playing there when we get there. Jackson's building a new they're finalizing having built a turf football field with a track that our track is going to start to utilize with some track meets and things. They really want us to come up there and play some games. So we've talked about potentially hosting some games at that facility. We may play them here on campus. We haven't finalized that yet. Really, the setup of how flag football has been going over the last few years is a lot of the games are played kind of a Friday, Saturday weekend where you play.
So you're going to a tournament.
Playing 3 or 4 matches, 3 or 4 games in a weekend. So kind of what we visualize is we would try to host one of those in the year, probably go to 2 or 3 of those. And then maybe like with Cumberland that's close, maybe do a home and home with them. So, there may only be, 1 or 2 opportunities per spring to get an opportunity right now just because of the way that flag football is being played. And that's what was one of the advantages of us picking it up is it's not like some sports where you have to travel and play one game and you come back. Yeah. We can go play several, and the expenses aren't as high. And so it just really made a lot of sense for us from a revenue versus expenses standpoint to do that. So, when we do have an opportunity to play at home, I think it's going to be really popular. I think our students are going to really enjoy watching them play. I think it's going to be really fun to watch. Yeah.
And then just, I could ask these questions all day, but how big is the field? Is it a regular 100-yard field? Is it a little smaller?
It's smaller. It's similar to what we play intramural. So I believe it's a 70-yard field, and that might include the end zones, but it's more narrow. So we talked about when we lay out that intramural complex, having a couple intramural softball fields and being able to put 4 intramural football fields within those 2 fields. So they're about 70 yards in length, and then narrower than a football field. So it's smaller. It's designed for speed and for up tempo.
Okay. Anything else you want to share with us about what went into that decision, or something else you want to tell the fans about flag football in the future?
No, just this is something that we've been looking at for a few years, and I really appreciate President Shannon and our CFO Jason Brazier just looking at the opportunities, and I think it's gonna bring some new opportunities for people that would not have otherwise come to Freed-Hardeman to come here and to play something that they enjoy doing, and it's going to be exciting for our fans. It's going to be exciting for the people that are participating, but ultimately it just continues to push our mission forward. And I applaud everybody who went into saying, hey, I think this is a great idea, and there's a lot of excitement generated right now around that.
We really appreciate you taking the time for us today, Coach. Thanks for joining us, and that'll do it for this edition of the Coaches Show. Make sure you follow us on all our social media channels and keep up with all the successes that our athletic teams have. Go Lions! Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Coaches Show. If you liked this video, please give us a like down below, and please subscribe to our channel. For the most up-to-date information on Freed-Hardeman Athletics, you can visit our website, gofhulions.com, and you can follow us on all social media outlets at gofhulions on Facebook and X, at go_FHU_Lions on Instagram. If you're interested in joining the Director Circle or Linebackers, there's an informational video on the screen now. There's also links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and go Lions!